Good morning, lovely ladies. It is Wednesday already, hump day. Woo. Today I was, all morning I was thinking about something real serious, and I know it affects a lot of women in addiction and a lot of women that aren't. And a lot of women that aren't using, and it's domestic violence. This is some serious shit. I never experienced any domestic violence for 40 years of my life. And then one day, I got in that relationship. Next thing I was being choked. I was verbally abused, thrown down, in the end, I got head butted, my head split open, and 15 stitches. Domestic violence takes away who you are. It takes away yourself, yourself, you as a whole. It's almost impossible to get clean if you're in a domestic violence relationship, because you're not safe. You're not safe. That is your only mechanism to defend yourself, is to get high so you don't feel anything and that you're numb. And man, that they will brainwash you into thinking that, they're God, just like, drugs do. They intimidate you, they scare you, your children, they threaten your children. It is a scary thing to go through, and I've been there. So if you're going through it right now, I'm sitting with you. I don't sympathize for you. I have empathy. I'm with you. I know it is so hard. It's so hard to take back you, take back self. It just kept piling up, I was making excuses, and we were fucked up, but the jealousy part, sniffing my underwear, thinking I've been with other guys, so I wouldn't shower because he thought I was sleeping with someone else. I'm telling you, it was so defeating. It was so sad. I was so broken, and the most fucked up thing was I kept going back to him. I could have picked up and I could have walked out and gone to a domestic violence shelter, but I wasn't spiritually fit, That meant that I had to leave the drugs. I had to leave my cushion. It was almost comfortable. It was so fucking uncomfortable that it was comfortable. Man, it was a really, really sad. I thought after I'd gone through everything, this just topped it off, sitting on that pity pot, thinking that I couldn't do anything about it. When he got arrested, I remember thinking, oh my God, he's going to come home and he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. And I don't know if that was the universe, God doing something, but I ran into treatment and I never looked back. My DCFS case, they had my little girl because of the DV, the domestic violence. They were scared for her life, because if I can't protect myself, how is I going to protect legacy? And I remember one time when I was getting choked, sitting on the floor. It was so bad. It was so bad. I remember I couldn't breathe, and I'm like, this is it. I'm going to die. This shit so affects me. This affects me, even though I'm working on the program, working my steps. That was more alone than when you're just using. That feeling of, you're going to die. If you make them mad enough that they're a man, they can kill you. It just, look, it was some serious stuff. And I know if you're going through it, you got to get out. You've got to take your life back. It is not easy. I had to leave everything. everything that I knew, everything that I was, everything that I became, I had to leave it and I had to start over. And a leopard doesn't change its spots. I'm sorry. When you're that type of person that you hurt a woman that cannot defend herself, or a woman that's pregnant with your baby in her stomach, there's something wrong there, you guys. They're not going to change. No matter how bad you want them to change, they're not going to change. You need to take your life back. I took my life back. I have power now. And it's just, it is a tough road, and I know what you're going through if you're going through it right now. Do not let someone hit you. Do not let them put their hands on you. Do not let them down you and verbally abuse you. You're worth so much more. I promise you. You got to start loving yourself again. And once you start loving yourself, you're going to see that you're worth it. You're not going to let them talk down to you. You're not going to let them touch you. It's time. They hit you. You call the police and you do what you need to do to get better. And then you can get sober. Because if you're not safe, you're not going to get sober. It's that's the biggest thing in domestic violence. You have to be safe first so you can start working on yourself. I'm glad that I could share this with you guys. It's a really touchy subject. And, the scars might heal on the outside, but you're wounded in the inside. And I'm still working on it. I work on it every day. And, forgiveness, I say, hey, I forgive. I'm going to forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to let this affect me anymore. Of course I'll never forget it, but I'm not going to let your actions dictate every move that I make anymore. You are not in control of me anymore. And once you can say that, it is so freeing. It is so freeing and it's so liberating. You gotta, I swear, sweetheart, whoever you are watching this and you're going through this, you gotta stand up for yourself. Those babies need you. Your family needs you. You need you. If anyone's having trouble right now, you can inbox me, because I was there not so long ago. You can't even really see my scar anymore right here. It's healed. I didn't even know, I can't believe I just cried. I thought that I was healed from this. But, I got to talk about it. I got to talk about it. And, I am healing, It's taking time, but, one day at a time, right? That's all we got. All right. I love you guys. Have a great day.